Joy in the Lord. Dear friends, Advent is a season of preparation. This preparation, in order to be a Christian preparation, must be joyful. Paul invites us in his letter to the Philippians, chapter 4, verses 4 to 7. Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I will say rejoice. John the Baptist is confronted with a question from the people. The crowd asks him, "What must we do?" The tax collectors ask him, "Teacher, what should we do?" And the soldiers inquire too, "And what is it that we should do?" Luke chapter 3, verses 10 to 18. From the repeated question which comes from the people and which is often echoed in the scriptures, we may have a misunderstanding about Paul's invitation, "Rejoice in the Lord." The joy of the Lord is not something which we can acquire or win by doing something, for the simple reason that joy is already within us as a free gift. Happiness and joy are different. Happiness is the external expression of the inner joy. Joy is a state of our being. We are made that way. We are made in the image of God, who is joy. Once a holy monk was asked, "Are you happy?" His reply was, "What else can I be?" He had no option but to be joyful. Really speaking, we have no option but be joyful because we are made that way. The invitation of Paul, "Rejoice in the Lord always," is a wake-up call to a real state of being. As a Christian, we have no option except to be joyful always. We should get rid of certain wrong perceptions about joy. Paul was writing this letter when he was going through serious challenges in his life. He writes in the letter about his captivity, suffering, adversity, experience of poverty and hunger, risk of a fatal outcome to his trial, conflicts within the community. Hence, the call is a revolutionary call to rejoice. The joy of Paul is not depending upon favorable external circumstances or people, but on the Lord who is within him, the joy of the Lord. Our joy can never come from outside. We often demand, "Oh, worldly wealth and power, make me happy. My darling husband, make me happy. My dear children, make me happy." But they cannot make us happy. This is an error often lying hidden in our relationships with the people and things. They may give us what we call an ice cream happiness, transient and passing. But this is not the joy of the Lord. Often we also have false assumptions. Today, I gave him money and made him happy. I wished her and made her happy. I visited them and made them happy. You cannot make anyone happy because he or she is already so, but not aware of it. Your presence and gifts or the situations you have created around enabled them to come out of their ignorance and relish the joy within them. Discover the Lord living in them, the source of all joy. Hence, While these human interactions are praiseworthy, good, and needed, but they are limited. Let us share the wisdom of Habakkuk. Even if the fig tree does not bloom and the vines have no grapes, even if the olive tree fails to produce and the fields yield no food, even if the sheep pen is empty and the stalls have no cattle, even then I will be happy with the Lord. I will truly find joy in God who saves me. Habakkuk chapter 3, verses 17 to 19. May God bless us all.